This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by Next 1000. Free Staters.
Going to the park, baby.
Entering illegally Manchester's Veterans Park. Armed. Okay, actually I should correct myself. I don't know if the people going into the park are armed. I know Doobie's armed and he's actually going to stay on the periphery with me. MPD driving by, I don't know if they saw the folks in there or not. But if the officer bothered to look into the park very deeply, that's what he would have seen, these folks. Free State Project members defying the park presence ban. The ban on presence in the park, the ban on being in the park after 11 p.m. Again, passing just about 100 yards north of the illegal activity, but apparently not paying too much attention to it yet. MPD seems to have it down to a science now. They're getting pretty good at going past us and ignoring us. Still illegally hanging in the park. I've chosen not to enter the park myself today, partly because I just generally like to do civil disobedience that's pre-planned and announced in advance and so forth. It's not really my kind of civil disobedience, but I can sure take pictures of it. Now I'm standing here with Mike, aka Big Mike, recent mover to Manchester, Free Stater. And whoops, I'm trying to fix my recent mover to New Hampshire. And tell me, why are you guys out here tonight in violation of the curfew?
Well, you know, a couple of nights ago, a couple of Free Staters, 3 of them actually, were harassing for being in the park after curfew, and when we went to the 2 of them ultimately were arrested on other charges. A couple of us went to their arraignment, and while we were in the court itself, like, it was just disgusting what actually happened to those people. Anybody that was going to plead out basically had to sign a waiver of all of their rights, and when the judge read to those people what the rights were that they were waiving by pleading guilty to whatever their charge was, and they were all pretty petty offenses, they had no idea what was happening to them, and I was disgusted, and I think that somebody needed to do something to make the police aware that there are people out here that are going to put up a little bit of peaceful non-cooperation or resistance, if you will. And we're going to kind of challenge this law. It doesn't look like this evening we're going to get any activity. We've had 6 officers drive by now so far. We put a limit on 10. If we get any more, then you know, we might actually, we're probably going to call it.
More activists pulling up here.
Hello. What's up, guys? But we were just talking a few minutes ago, and we think maybe we're going to do this every Taproom Tuesday, and I think next Tuesday we might try to schedule like a touch football game or something out here in the park where we can get a bunch of people, and there'll be a lot of movement around, and that would definitely might catch their attention. Because right now they're not even really looking at us.
Maybe if everybody wore neon or something like that.
Something like that, some reflective tape or something like that. So.
All right, cool. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, no problem, Dave. Thanks. I'd rather have him do lunch.
And then we saw that other car, that van, pulled over, like drove by like 3 times and then stopped, so I came over here to see it was here.
Oh, really? I didn't know he drove by 3 times. I wasn't paying attention.
We've been paying attention to like every car that goes by.
But it's cold. I don't want to sit out there at 3 o'clock in the morning waiting for police to show up.
Why is it that hundreds of liberty lovers have moved and continue to move to New Hampshire? In part, it's because of the Free State Project's first 1,000 pledge. The success of that pledge gave this man an idea. Max Abramson of New Hampshire is starting what he calls the Next 1,000 Pledge, designed to get another 1,000 Free Staters into New Hampshire by 2011. To find out more, visit pledgebank.com/next1000.
Next 1000.